A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
The Colts at 9-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
From the 41, here's second down and 8.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready?
Now Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. At that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Albert Okwuegbunam.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. start on the ground with Pierce.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And some room to work.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Richardson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Here's Richardson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Richardson looking to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. the touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Handoff right side to Pierce. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Delson in motion.
Ready.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Pierce diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And how about this decision? Tie game, 1st half, but here's an onside kick. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Richardson working from the gun.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
.35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Okay, ready?
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 151 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Play action. Stroud now.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Jacorian Bennett has it.
Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Caught left side. Here's Dell. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And down to the 29-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Give left side for Pierce to about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Stroud looking to throw.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Stroud. sideline and pulled in. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play action. Here's Stroud. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rolled him right out of bounds. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Stroud to throw it. Knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 177 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. And that one going nowhere from the
start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Third. Right there, right. Tracking 60.
Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out up around the 15-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Richardson yet again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
195 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's Pierce.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 and a gain of 4.
They really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Sliding out of the pocket. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Mechie, the man in motion.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Brought down at the 20.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try to get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
70 Rangers. 79 Grosso.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Again, it's Pierce. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Pierce.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
4th down. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Okay, ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out hits somewhere.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good game on the ground.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he's up close to the 15-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. Ready?
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Richardson going to move him around.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's complete. It's Okuobu now.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Colts.
Justin Jefferson.
44 yards.
And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
18, fight in. Mustang 19.
Now Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Radley. 18 Radley.
Stroud. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Here's Stroud. Now he's loose again. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll come up now on second down. Stroud to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Now Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is in it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. This is first and 10. One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.